A Leon County property owner trying to have his land annexed into the city. This is a look at the potential change in city boundaries that the commission is considering. The property is on North Meridian Road near Lake Jackson and is made up of 1,700 acres. County commissioners rejected Jeffrey Phipp's development efforts last year. This current effort would put the property inside city limits and subject to city decisions on development. Friends of Lake Jackson previously pushed back on the plan due to environmental impacts, and there was continued pushback this afternoon from a financial point of view.
The number one Strong Towns opinion is if the long-term cost of maintaining our wonderful service standards exceeds the long-term tax revenue of the land, then that's not a financially sound decision. It's the kind of thing that weakens a town over time.
The commission did vote tonight to start the process of considering the annexation request. A public hearing is set for August 26.